So they feel if their relationship is well, everything's well in their world. Whereas for men, their sense of self is defined through their ability to achieve results. And they feel fulfilled primarily through success and accomplishment. So this is one of the differences which is stark and real. Now these are some of the statements that would come across annoying to, when women make them. And I think it would be annoying to men, primarily because it shows a lack of trust and competency. And I think women do say things like this and men do get angry and irritated. On the other side, there are sentences by men which, when women are looking for empathy and nurturance, instead of that, they kind of get, they feel invalidated, their feelings are completely invalidated. So this is differences in gender left, which is the way in which genders speak. The different genders have a different speech, a different dialogue, a different dialect. And it comes across both in their verbal statements like this, as well as in non-verbal. A lot of non-verbal things also that are different. When women and men are together, actually women would like if a man looked at them, and that denotes attention. If he's paying attention to them, look at me when you listen to me. But for men, not necessarily that much eye contact would actually make them feel uncomfortable, and they might even feel, is she really flirting with me or is it just this? So there are so many differences between women and men that we need to, if we did understand them, communication would become far easier. So let me give you an example. If a woman says, we never go out to a man, what she means is, I feel like going out, I want to do something together, we always have a great time together, I love being with you. And what he's understanding, if she didn't translate it like that, is basically when he hears we never go out, he's hearing, you're not doing your job. What a disappointment you have been. We never do anything together anymore. You are lazy, unromantic, and boring. So obviously when he's hearing that, in his mind he's going, I want to get angry about this, it's not fair. And in her mind she's going, I expressed and he just doesn't seem to get it. Similarly, when a man says, I'm okay, if he's upset, translated what he means is, I'm okay, I can deal with my upset, I don't need any help, but thank you for asking. And without that, what she hears is, I'm not willing to share any of my feelings with you, I do not trust that you can be helpful. So this is the basic differences.
When my Bobby tells my brother that we never go out, and you never take me out, and he thinks that she's complaining.
That's
he doesn't.
Exactly. That is why it's important.
I take her out all the time.
Yes. Because if he took her out last week,
yeah,
she still wants to have more time with that. And if she can say that instead of saying we don't go out.
So,
or,
so what's the best way to turn it around for women?
The best way to turn it around for women is to actually express their feelings clearly. Remind the man that it was so good that we had a lovely time. I'm looking forward to it and I'm waiting when we can do it again. Actually, I wish we could do it today. That's so what happens?
Women
have
have to
negative. Not to complain.
Yeah.
So
but some women are stubborn.
Yeah. So what happens is it's not about more. It's that we are used to speaking like this. A lot of the marriage counseling that I do is only based on stuff which would be so simple if they just understood. Dealing with the differences. We need to recognize that every gender is unique and complements each other. And if we ignore it, then we try to make the other person like us, which is not what we really need or want. So we must learn how to communicate and to keep working at how to keep the love alive. In the way in which we communicate determines that by being more positive. Also, when we communicate, we could remind ourselves that when we say words, are we really going into, I ask myself 3 questions. Do I want peace or do I want conflict? Do I want to be right or do I want to be happy? And is this sentence coming from a place of love or is it coming from a place of attack? So when we do a little bit of introspection, we can recognize where we go wrong. Understanding how the other person sees the world allows us to be more compassionate, more adjusting, and allows for a very creative relationship. Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah,
That's the final one. Yes,
Okay, thanks. I mean, it's really good the way you have explained the differences. But basically, I think when I came to this one, you know, what I meant was like relationship through gender differences. And I was thinking about, you know, when some women feel that they're men instead of women, the inner. So I thought that's what we'll be talking about, the LGBT. So perhaps, I don't know, are you going to touch base on that? The gay and the lesbian side or something?
Yes. Would you like to know something about that?
no, perhaps.
Because even
How do people deal with it? Because I know you are a relationship.
yes, but I think even within those relationships, they do tend to take on one of the two roles.
Yeah,
Because
they
again,
do.
like I said, genders are unique and complementary.
Right.
So when we do have that kind of thing, each gender has its own reasons.
Mm.
So even if it is a gay relationship, usually there's a masculine side and a feminine.
Yeah, it is. But what happens? What are the resistance and how do people deal with the family members and all that?
Yes, the resistances are tremendous. I think socially it's very stigmatized. It is going to take a long time to accept because the primary understanding of people was that relationships like those were for reproduction and for intimacy, and mostly reproduction. So what happens is that they do not understand why two people would come in contact with each other if they're not serving the purpose.
So how is India reacting to the social needs of LGBT?
India, definitely we are having a lot of trouble, but there are now, the minds are opening up, and I think it's the exposure to the West. People are coming out of the closet and being able to say, but there is still a tremendous amount of social stigma attached to it, and it's not a very comfortable scenario as of now. There is a lot of judgment and stigma attached to it.
Okay, because we find in UK, we manage women organizations and we get a lot of women who come to our center where they're going through identity crisis and the abuse within the lesbian relationship and how we deal with it. So I don't know if there's anything available in India.
As of now, it's not, I mean, so.
I said perhaps that's something
We need to definitely look into.
Thank you.
But like I said, it's just coming out in the open now. So people are still. So I think it's the bigger cities will take it on first. And
Thank you.
It's such an interesting subject.
Yeah,
We
it's-
haven't looked at the timing, I think, because we came earlier.
I was
And a number of women, because I think it's besides strongly.
Oh,
So I
okay.
went back and it said something about the grandparents and all.
No, the grandparents was earlier session,
Oh, okay,
10:45.
we came at 1:30 and
But
I went back.
It was put on, so.
Yeah, it was because of the lunchtime.
But they do it short like a session earlier, but it was not in the top 97. I think.
Sorry, what is the topic happening here? Sorry.
Understanding relationships through gender differences. Sorry? Understanding relationships through gender differences. Oh, we've come to the end of.
You done?
Yeah, because it was
What time was it?
1:35.